So there's a difference between TV talk shows and TV interviewers. So a talk show follow a distinct framework and is typically lengthier than an interview. In contrast to a talk show, when guests are free to speak anything they want, an interview has a more structured approach. Visitors are free to speak, share personal experience, and evaluate circumstances. There are also additional opportunities for follow up questions during our discussion program. Short videos that highlights the subject and the pretend issue can be shown during the discussion show. The moderator or host express their individuality while attempting to maintain a fair and impartial demeanor, merely letting each guest speak once. An animated conversation amongst the attendees is the aim. So there's some planning regarding of live show. It takes a lot of works to launch your own live talk show. What does the show need to have in order to be entertaining, exciting, and watchable? To find a consistency, risk rising audience for your own talk shows, follow some steps. First step is decide on a show theme. You have to decide your own theme, which theme you want to present. Select a subject that requires your own curiosity and is challenging to learn about. Adhere to your audience interest and your niche when promoting a product, determining the kind of stuff that will be interesting to share. Second, research and determining audience. You have to research before starting any show that you have to represent, you have to research, you have to search something. So this is the most important thing to do is study on your current and future audience when coming up with ideas for themes and format of your live type talk shows. A few things can be ascertained with use of gathered data. First is basically the duration of the segment. This is the must that the duration which I told you earlier, the duration of the segment to accommodate your audience schedule. You must determine the ideal time window for your live broadcast. The manner in which it is presented, it is mostly rely on the audience. Particularly in the case of specialized content, the variety of subjects up for debate. Discuss topic that your audience find fascinating and inspiring. Feel free to examine audience research for further useful information if you discover any additional insights. Maintain that you have to define your concept of the show. What is the concept of your show? A well thought out concept and a plan are the prerequisites for any outstanding show. Will it just be you exchanging knowledge, offering counsel, and talking? Or will you be doing guest interviews? Do you intend to seek professionals to share your ideas by inviting them? Have you given any issue based talk shows any thought? To see, this is the economy, this is a world which you are based on, what type of job market you are going to do, what are the international travels are not being have to be discussed in the shows, what type of things you have done in your earlier or past. So this is the talk shows, you have to maintain the decorum of it and you can discuss many more things in this. Next is you have to consider the set of topics, which topic you want to consider. See, if we already covered, you should stick to the parameter of your particular specialty. Keep in mind that you are skilled at your work. Therefore, Come up with a list of interesting topics. Make a segment calendar schedule that includes the subject you want to cover. This kind of plan will save you the stress and anxiety of getting ready for the next concert. This strategy also enables you to conclude your part with a few glimpses at the upcoming episode. You have to decide a performance style. What is a performance style? You have to decide, but you have to prepare it before, because there's a lot of distractions came around. Being an intelligent host involves more than just chatting non-stop, asking people to join you for a live chat show if you're feeling adventurous. Getting relevant industry people to participate in engaging conversation is one of the best way to keep listener interested and increase ratings. So see, this is the you have to plan the script ahead. What is the script you are going to speak? First, you have to make the planning, right? What you have to make it. So you have to take a plan. You have to write your script. Even though it's sometimes believed that talk shows appeal is things from the impromptu character. It's imperative, but the presenter is prepared before going live. Along the way, you will benefit greatly from an engaging open a list of thought-provoking questions that specifies of the topic at the hand and personal and professional detail about your guest. It's a terrific idea to practice beforehand with your guest. This will allow you plenty of time to make any last minute changes before the show presents. See, before starting a show, you have to find your co-host also. So look into the finding a co-host, your co-anchor. See, your co-anchor with a great experience or talent in journal might enhance your discussion show and provide your audience a more polished impression. When searching for a co-host, try to answer some following questions in your mind. There are some following questions which is in your mind. You have to ask or try to answer these questions. Does the other personal personality fit mine? How well known is this individual within my audience? How much experience do you have with the topic? Does the subject matter of my web chat show align with the interests of my new presenter audience? Is this individual truly prepared to give the project their whole attention and time? When pitching someone as a potential co host, keep your show's perspective in mind. Seek for easy understanding and good chemistry. These are the some questions that you have to try to give an answer. Right? Pick the platform. You have to choose the correct platforms you are choosing. This is a crucial steps in the process is deciding which platform is best for your podcast or broadcast. Aspiring talk shows hosts can now record their shows using HD video camera and share them on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, etc. You may expand the potential audience for your show and receive millions of views from all the world via multi-streaming. You have to schedule and you have to stick on this. So you must create a desire to stick timetable that if you want to succeed, sure, coming up with a twist for your episode will need some late night and coffee fueled thinking. But we say go for it and reap the benefit. When your talk show airs, viewers will come to rely on it and begin organizing their own calendar around it. Try making an image that is always present at the top of the feed that has a calendar of a discussion shows you have a schedule. for viewers you would like to watch with a friend, this will be an excellent piece of content to share. See, you have to create a promotion plan also. You should anticipate a rise in viewership the more time and work you put into producing a live talk show episode. Even if you might not immediately be able to reach a wider audience, making the necessary preparations and effort can help you get there. Make sure Make sure to set out time on each of your social media page to promote your forthcoming episode. Take into consideration building a separate web page that only feature your web chat program. You can also plan preview for the future announcement by using your show schedule, create visuality appealing graphics that are easy to share and read. Featuring the title of talk show's episode, it also include announcement about your upcoming concert on social media in your promotion strategy. You can also use the promotional strategy for your coming concert also. These posts could help something like this. So we will move further. These are the contents which we will continue in this today's lecture. Commentaries, goal, purposes of commentaries, format used of commentaries, types of commentaries, and how to do commentary. See, what is commentaries? And as it is written in this thing, commentaries are detailed explanations of a specific topic, event, text, piece of media. Yes, it is a piece of media. You can collect specific topics for commentaries. See, there's a lot of types of commentaries, but we will do it in further classes. See, media that gives people a form to voice their thoughts and viewpoint on a certain subject. A problem is known as commentary. They can be available in a variety of formats such as podcast, online blogs, radio, television shows, and editorial in newspapers. Usually, specialist academics, journalists, or other people with knowledge or experience in the field write or give commentary. They offer a way for individuals to express their opinion and provide insight on a particular topic or issue, often providing a critical or alternative perspective that may not be covered in the mainstream media. Commentaries can be enlightening and educational, but it is vital to remember that they can also be prejudged and biased. To make an informed decision, people should critically assess the material offered in the commentary, taking into the account the viewpoint and the source. In journal commentaries add significantly to public debate by presenting a variety of viewpoints and ideas on a wide range subject. To establish a well-informed perspective, it is crucial to approach them critically and assess the fact provided. So these are the goals and purposes of commentaries. Inform. Yes, you have to inform. Firstly, it is additionally information which we have to help by the audience and understand what the subject is. Interpret. Yes, you have to explanation. You have to give explanation. You have to clarify that what ideas you are coming out and what type of event you are going to do in future. So you have to interpret it to your audience. Critics. Yes, analyze and evaluate the subject. Highlights your strengths and weaknesses and significance. You have to highlight your strengths. What is your strength? What is your weaknesses? And what are the significance you are using it. how you engage in the conversation between you have the spark discussions and provoke among the audience that yes, yeah, you can do it. How you connect with your audience. Educate. Teach the subject which you know well. Do not go and hush rush in the conversation. See, these are the format, but yeah, before starting the format, I just want to include more of the purposes and commentaries and goals. First is basically to provide perspective and analysis, which is beyond simple reporting commentary, attempts to offer a deeper understanding and analysis of any event, situation, or any trends to inspire thoughts and discussion by showcasing a range of perspective and opinion, which is the commentary fosters critical thinking and conversation among the readers. It also influences your opinion and or action by offering any arguments, proof, or any type of stories, the forward a specific agenda or point of view. Commenters may attempt to sway or influence public opinion. How you educate, see, last point is education. Educate, how you inform your audience and educate them. Despite their all opinion, commenters give audience important background and information to assist them understand difficult subjects or trends. Format used for commentary. See, there's a lot of commentaries of format which is used by commentaries. First is written commentaries. See, it is a written commentaries includes publication. Those present writers' opinions in a written form can be found in newspaper, any article, periodical blogs, online publications, and any other opinion columns, any type of reviews. It all comes under written commentaries. Next is audio commentaries or spoken commentaries. See, it refers to the analytics and viewpoint that commentaries provide verbally on the ratio or radio. For, it is for broadcasting, podcast, television programs, public speeches, and the panel discussions also. These are the types of spoken or audio commentaries. See, in video commentaries, you can also use the video graphics, the era which you are going to be live stream on it. You can also use Instagram, Facebook, and many other social media platforms for live streaming coming on your account. Next is live commentaries. See, live commentaries you all know. Well, playing cricket, you can use the real-time discussions podcast. You have to discuss the broadcast regarding what are the broadcasts like sports, news, entertainments. You also watch the graphics, the line is coming out or not. So these are the live commentaries. Now, going further, types of commentaries. See, what are the types of commentaries? Written or spoken explanation or interpretation of a book, circumstances, or event are called commentary. There are many different kinds of commentary, each with a certain function or area of emphasis. Here are few examples of typical commentary types. First is textual commentary. See, this commentary includes all the detailed analysis, articles, broadcasts, poems. It's all come under textual commentary. Next is literary commentary. It is not mentioned in this, but yeah, there's a lot of commentary, so I cannot put all the things in this. But yeah, you can listen. Literary commentaries and analytical commentary examine and evaluate a text literary components, including themes, characteristics, what are the character of your story, what are the symbolics you are using it. All the critical commentary provides an analysis of a literary work merits and faults while frequently talking the work historical or the cultural commentary, which is background in your account. Next is sports commentary. See, there is a two type of a sports commentary, which I already told you earlier. But yeah, in sports commentary, there are two type of commentary. First is play-by-play commentary, and second is color commentary. In play-by-play commentary, it's explained that each play or move in detail as happens during a live sports events. In color commentary, during pauses the action, this segment provides background information, analysis, and insight that enhance the play-by-play narrations. Next is political commentary. In political commentary, there are also two types of commentary, which is opinion commentary and analysis commentary. In opinion commentary, political commentary pertains to expression of the author's personal viewpoint and thoughts on the political commentary and the political policies which causes occurrence, the policies and any type of political events which is used in the political commentary. Next is analysis commentary. Yeah, provides a through analysis and the interpretations of political development, frequently taking socio-political and historical context into your account. See, there is a religious commentary also, but in religion commentary, it also comes under the biblical commentary. First, you have to know what is biblical commentary. Biblical commentary is take into your account with his historical and the cultural background while analyzing the interpretation with the biblical text in the original language. In this religion commentary, there is devotional commentary also, which concentrate on offering individual or religious communities spiritual insight, the direction and useful applications which we are using in religious commentary. Next is academic commentary. In academic commentary, this is mainly used for the scholars who are pursuing PhD or who are in academician. So these all the commentaries come into the academic commentary. Academic commentary, it also comes under the significant commentary, which is the also known as research commentary. So research commentary explains and assesses significant research, offering perspective on method, conclusion, and the ramification. There is a popular science commentary also, which is because it is also known as significant commentary, and it is a popular science commentary which explains difficult significance idea to broadcast audience, frequently highlighting the practical analysis. There are the type of art commentary, which also come in art critics, assessing and explain visual artworks by taking into account composition, color, style, and among other factors. See, there's also a historical commentary which examines the influences and relevance of the artist and the work, placing artworks in their historical and the cultural context. More, the musical commentary is also there, which examines melodic, harmonic, rhythmic, and the instrumental components of the musical compositions. In historical commentary, you can analyze how a composer body of work or a particular musical composition is influenced by its historical setting. So, there are only a few illustrations depending on the topic and the commenter's objectives, which can the remark and take any different shapes. Now, we are going to further for how to do commentary. See, before starting this, I just want to add up some points that when you will start your commentary, you have to choose a topic for preparation. Choose a subject that you are enthusiastic and informed about. It is needed to be a subject that you are passionate about and about which you have a distinct viewpoint. See, if you are passionate and you know that this subject is mine and I can do best in this subject, so you have to choose your subject accordingly. Next, research. You have to research it out. Do extensive study on the subject that you have selected. Go through the books, journals, and other information materials that can also provide you through grasp of the problem. Prior to starting to provide comments, it is crucial that you have a true comprehension of the subject. Formulate your opinion. You have to formulate your opinion after doing the research that the give the subject some critical thought and develop your own viewpoint. Examine several viewpoints and compare the benefits and drawbacks of each. Although your remarks should be supported by facts and data, it should also be based on your personal opinion. See, preparation that you have to prepare yourself while gathering all the data on your project, what you are want to do. You have to start writing the key points, what is the background of the content, what you have to write on your working area, what is the outline you're going to structure. You have to prepare it. And firstly you have to write the introduction, what is the context and the purpose of the research is. So these are the points. Main body. So develop your arguments. See how you develop your arguments while creating a compelling case to back up your viewpoint. Provide facts, figures, and example to support your argument. Your analysis ought to be convenient and well supported. See, before writing the body, you have to analyze, you have to break down the subtitles or sub components in the detailing form. You also write the critics. For example, you can also including the quotes, scenes, data, and many more. You can also comparison with your mm, uh, what are the additional perspectives or events or ideas you are going to write in this. You have to choose your medium. This is the main thing that you have to keep in your mind. You have to choose your medium. You have to select the channel that you want to use to distribute your commentary. You have to the option to share your ideas on social media. Produce an audio or video commentary for a podcast or YouTube channel or any other social media platform. To write an editorial for a newspaper or online magazines, for article, for online blogs, you have to choose your medium where you have to put your thing on which medium. Before conclusion, just want to share that how to share your commentary. See, while sharing your commentary with others, after you have finished writing it, send into the periodical, post it on social media, or forward it to friends, co-workers. Your remark can start a discussion and encourage others to consider the problem carefully. If you have some problem and if you get some problem in your content, they will rectify the product things which you are going to send in your social media platforms to your co-workers, to your friends. Recall that you should always act with respect and refrain from making personal attacks. When commenting, remain factual, back up your claims with evidence, and contribute a fresh, fresh viewpoint that enhance the discussion. Afterwards, you just wind up with your conclusion that you have to write a recap in the main procedure, like what you write over there and what are the conclusions which you have to add in, what is your opinions, and you can also write the recommendations, findings, suggestions. You also write in your conclusions. So this is an illustration of commentary for a supporting event. In this case, in this case, a football game, as this fairly constant match enter its final minutes. Both teams are making a lot of effort to score. For the majority of the match, the home team has had possession advantages, but the opposition can be deadly when they go on the offensive. The strikers for the home club hasn't spoken much today, but he was just substitute on for the last grabs. Is he able to supply the music required to end the emphasis? Oh, and the center midfielder for the other side has been given a yellow card. With his aggressive challenges, he been toying the edge of all the games. But that one was a bit too much. The home team's winger is scoring goal after goal as they really start to push forward. However, the defense of the visiting squad has stayed strong thus far, and their goal line has made some outstanding saves. And there it is, with a spectacular goal from their substitute striker, the home team has finally found success. The opposition is making a lot of efforts to equalize, but it appears like it may come too little, too late. What a game we have played today together. The winning team will be ecstatic and losing team will be left eliminating. I will see you in the studio. See, you also include your engagement also, that how you engage possession which you use in the further discussion and thoughts. You can also give any invite. You can also invite your feedbacks or your responses from your audience. You can also create the interactive experience also. For example, see, there's one example of sports commentary. How you prepare your work. See, firstly you have to search your teammates who want to play, who want to recent news in this. What are the statics you are going to use? These you have to first prepare your outline. That what the key movements, what you have to during the game. See, then the introduction, you have to write the introduction that which provides about the game. What are the significance of this match? What are the relevant informations are for the background of this match is. Now, then you have to write the body. Offer the real-time analysis that the narrations who are going to play by play into the insight with having the more strategies and having the player performance. You have to highlight the key moments such as what are the goals, what are the fouls you are going to pay, and what are the outstanding plays, and what are the engagements you are going to write. This is the outcome of the game, or this is the outline games. This you have to play for the performance, and you have to at last you have to summarize your game outcome. What are the performance you have to play, what are the key components which you have to add, what are the turning points you are going to pay. So this is the main thing which you have to follow. Now we are going to different contents. Listening comprehensions, key listening comprehensions, and how enhance listening comprehension skills. So, what is listening comprehension? Before starting this, I just want to include more. Comprehending spoken language involves various processes that are all including in listening comprehension. These includes being able to identify speech sound, comprehending the meaning of a particular words, and also figuring out how sentences are put together. You can also include the utterness of the spoken. For example, change intended meaning from a statement to a question and draw pertinent conclusion from context. Partial knowledge and speaker specific characteristics. For example, to what information the speaker has access to and about he or she is likely to be talking about. These are the additional aspects of listening comprehension. Maintaining track of the causal linkage expressed within the disclosure in another major memory demand of listening comprehension, particularly for longer language or discourse segments. Basically, it also involves the processing the sound, understanding which you can meaning of the words and sentence, and you can integrate the information in your sense, and it is going to be easy to communicate. So, these are some of the key listening comprehensions which we have to keep in your mind. How can you recognize in your literal meaning, which inquires concerning the specific facts, informations, or specifies mentioned in the audio narrative? You have to be active listening while speaking and while the conversation, while comprehending the listening, you have to be in active manner and how you contact with messages and how you're responding through it and what the person is going to be said. Next is understanding vocabulary. See, understanding vocabulary inquires concerning the definition of terms as they pertain to audio narratives. What are the phrases? What are the words you are using? This is the understanding vocabulary. If you use difficult words, if you use difficult formats, then you're not able to understand that you are not able to connect with the person. Making interference. If you interfere in these are the questions that you require the students to interpret what they hear in audio stories by delivering deeper, just the literal context. Mind that you have to interpret the tone and emphasize. If you're using the high intonations, if you use the high pitch of your tone, firstly, see, intonations means that if you're using the high pitch of your voice, the pitching of your voice is known as intonations, and how you undergo in your undertones of your messages, that you have to identify your main idea. So these are the basically questions that encourage students to pinpoint the main idea or essence of an audio. Determining purpose. Take that require a student to ascertain an audio story codes. Draw conclusion. Students are asked to synthesize and material in an audio tape to draw conclusion. See, analyzing the reasons that how the students are asked to evaluate the arguments and made for a claim in an audio narratives, and also find the evidence that how students are asked to locate assertors of facts in an audio narratives that offer proof for conclusion as assertions. See, now you have to recognize the content that how in the situation, what are the content you are using, what are the situational cues you are using, how you are getting aid. For example, such as, see, like it is written in this, that who is speaking, the settings and the purpose of the conversation. You have to recognize that what you are going to say, what you are going to speak in the, and what is your purpose of the conversation if you're taking out. Next is note taking. See, if a speaker is speaking something, you have to note down what are the, because we will listen and just forgot what we are going to listen, but we can retain in our way. We can comprehend at memory while written down. Next is predicting. Yeah, anticipating what the speaker is going to say next based on the information provided. You have to be you write the way to going to say that this is the base information which you are looking out, and already which we is provided by the anticipating thing by the speaker. And how you summarizing the certainty phrases, how you summarizing the main points which was heard. See, this is also known as critical thinking when you're evaluating and analyzing the information which is present in the form of judgment and response. So these you have to keep in your mind. Next is enhance listening comprehensions skill. C. Practice action, active listening. As before I told you that you have to be stay attentive, you have to be in your verbal affirmations, use affirmations, having a good eye contact, use having your good body language, and while speaking avoid distractions also. So these you have to keep in your mind. Before expand vocabulary, I have one add question, that take notes. You have to take notes. For example, a respect for the speaker's reinforcements is required from the audience. Personally, we ought to pay attention and act upon the advice given. At the professional and academic level, it is important to take notes on the ideas that are highlighted. The listener should pay attention whenever the speaker emphasizes anything. Write it on the board or use extra effort when the speaker are terminology from a slide on the screen. After speaker has left, these are the pieces that must be put together to form a true understanding. It is important to keep in mind that taking notes precedes making notes. If you have been taking notes of something, you can't remember it or provide it to someone. Simply, it's just put in your mind and you just retain it and you can recall it, but you can having the missed gap of communication if you're not able to understand, if you're not taking any notes properly. Avoiding note-taking techniques impairs memory and retention in most situations, since they are so essential to comprehend skills, particularly listening. Next is avoid selective listening and focus on the content. Reframe from the selective listening and concentrate on the subject. A logical mind won't become fixated on the choice on deviations. It is important to listen intently and keep your mind attention on the information rather than the speaker. Respect for the speaker as a person is necessary, but not at the expense of the message. Keep the speaker's idea apart from the audience and avoid showing biasness by connecting the information to the listener's background, race, color, regional, or area. It does not imply that the speaker's appearance or personality is unimportant. It recommends the releasing mental barriers that prevent the worthy speaker. Separate the ideas from the speaker and do not indulge in biasness. Avoid note-taking techniques impairs memory and retention in most situations since they are so essential to comprehend skills and particularly listening. Heard melodies are sweet that unheard are sweeter. There are a lot of meanings that we can hear when someone expresses their ideas. Pay attention to the intention, tone, pitch, expressions, and feelings. Pay attention what is not spoken. Additionally, use your eye contact. Don't carry away the emotion contact. It's important to keep in mind that overly emotional listening can undermine or lessen the goal of understanding the material, both in professional and academic settings. Don't be a saint. It is not necessary for a listener to absorb everything that is spoken. Too much focus frequently leads to stuff that is not as well understood. By paying attention, don't forget to give yourself space to think. Think with the speaker. Develop empathy and think with the speaker, not like them. While this, you can also a responsible listener. When we request responsible behavior, we are using an ethical phrase, but one cannot become an excellent speaker if they are not also a good listener. The goal of listening comprehension is to become a more skilled and focused listener. It is a crucial component of expressive and repetitive communication skills. You can also expand your vocabulary. You can also add some new and learn new words. While practicing new vocabulary, it's also enhance your vocabulary and also enhance your speaker language. You can also engage various type of listenings like talk shows, audiobooks, news. Expose yourself in front of audience. Expose yourself that how much you know about the content. And for the suggested readings, the communication skills, you have to improve your reading and communication and listening comprehension skills by TalkTED. And you also include the TalkTEDs, TED Talks in the World's Top Minds by Camille Camandio. So these are the basic things which you have to keep in your mind. Improve note-taking skills, which I discussed before. Practice predicting. If you know how to predict, you know how to predict and you know what is the next base product, what are the next base content are. Compare your production, what is actually said to improve and interpretatory skills. Summarize your work, summarize, listen into the different segments and summarize your main points in your own words. Do not go just for, you have to understand and keep it in your memory that yeah, you can also use your good vocabulary words. Good having engagement in your discussions and in how the audience is going to discuss with you and how they are responding and in the real time. See, this is a clarify, you have to do it. If you have some problem and you have some questions regarding anything, you can clarify and reinforce what you understand. Having critical thinking, what think that what you analyze and what the question is going to information which you hear. Having a logical arguments, do not ask unethical questions. Use logical arguments. You use logical questions with your speaker. You can also use technology by utilize apps and resources which are improving listening skills. For example, listening languages, learning apps with their exercising and transition services. It also helps to improve your exercises, quiz, and enhance your listening comprehensions. Thank you.